here we go. We are live in game number 4. Kimbo showed the last game how amazing he can be and pulled off the game. So, but still, Asha just needs to win the game to go into the finals. So, Kimbo's still in a struggling position. Needs to win this game to equalize and play for the ace game. We have Asha, meanwhile, playing USF with Urban Assault, Airborne Company, and Heavy Cav. On the other side, we have Kimbo as Oster, and look what he picked, Jäger Infantry. So he's playing dead serious and now putting out those meta commanders. Will be definitely a hard task for Asha to crack. USF is an interesting choice. I think the most liked faction at the moment on the Allied side is Soviets. Do you agree or do you disagree, Sidewinder?
Soviets are definitely more meta right now, I think. But USF has always had that special place in tournament players' hearts, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, see what he can do. He does have Airborne still available, which I think is really strong in tournaments because it allows you to at least
Take down. Double
yeah,
50
like
cal and double AT gun without having to
yeah,
tech for both of them.
crawl back into the game without having to back tech captain.
But for that you need ammo control, since the weapon drop costs, I think 125 manpower and 50 ammo? Something like that?
Yeah, around there.
We have the first engagement happening. Asha's Reactlon has their nice green cover positioning against those Grenadiers. I learned recently the hard way that you can't rush Reactlons in green cover and expect to win this in the early game disengagement.
Yeah, with Volks you can sometimes do that, but Grens, I'm not so sure about that.
I tried it twice and lost both times.
Yeah, the rate of fire is pretty impressive, even though they don't hit shit at long range.
Meanwhile, we have a Rifleman coming in to support. So the Grenadier surely has to go home, being outmatched. But the main focus of Kimbo's actually down in the north, right? Or is it the west? Like, I hate when the maps are not hated, maybe a bit too strong. But you know, not like the base is the north and the south and then everything else. Like, here's a little bit different. But that's fine.
Asha playing pretty hard for the ammo early on.
Yeah, he wants to delay the ammo as much as possible. Probably something that's really underrated to deny ammo for Oster. It gives you a bit of breathing room in the mid-game, right?
I suppose it sort of makes sense, right? Because the 222 is not exactly very expensive, right? So even if you do cut off some of his fuel, it's not going to delay it by that much. Yeah, yeah.
Rifleman gets forced off though by MG42 support. Meanwhile, the Pioneers are falling back there. Yeah, no need to take the engagement, but no with the support of the MG42. I like the Pioneer MG42 combination the most, since the Pioneer grants you a bit more vision for the MG42 than Grenadier does. It's a really good synergy in the early game, actually. Really underrated, in my opinion.
Asha did manage to sneak past, though. These sight blockers.
Yeah.
Working in his favor.
Meanwhile, Kimbo was able to force off Asha nearly completely from the top side. We have the Lieutenant on the field. Kimbo not taking up yet. A lot of manpower actually on the bank. A little bit sloppy there. We have a Flamer now. Not the biggest fan of Ostia Flamer. But at least you get faster veterancy, and veterancy 2 is so important for the repair speed. And MG40 gets a suppression, and now with the Flamer, the Rifleman has to go home. Kimbo getting a 4th Grenadier on the field. Depends who wins Patronus. If Easy wins against Nogano, then yes.
The early grenade tech from Asha. Almost obliterating one of Kimbo's Grens.
Sadly I missed that. Smoke now on the way. Grenades is a really interesting tag, in my opinion, since it has a high impact, but only the first 2 or 3 grenades maybe. And after that, the enemy adapts to it and it will dodge them more easily. And also, if you throw too many, you delay your bars, and then suddenly your mid game gets even worse since you can't get the damage done with the grenades, but also
Yeah.
can't get the weapon upgrades, and then you're in a weird spot.
But I feel like early nades have definitely become more popular recently. I don't know if that's just me noticing that.
Yeah, I
But,
also have the feeling. In a lot of tournament games, I see more early grenades.
yeah.
I think throwing 1 or 2 over time isn't that bad. We have, by the way, MG42 with camo, and we have a 50 cal. No, 50 cal got cancelled by Asha. So he will go for Stewart right away, and Kimbo only no taking up.
Man, look at that Stewart timing.
It's really
Before
good.
6
Minute 6.
Yeah, very fast.
Sadly, the Stewart won't have the same impact as the T70, so...
That nice flank control early on really helped him because he secured the extra standard territory point on either side.
But
so
Kimbo no being more aggressive there, denying the fuel a little bit. But low HP Grants have to go home. Where's the Flamers? Flamers keeping the ammo, double ammo incoming for Kimbo. And denying ammo is even better against USF than against Austria, since USF needs way more ammo to be competitive, in my opinion. Double burst, 120 ammo, times 3 for each squad.
Possibly also for the officer as well.
Yeah. We have
MG cut short on the rotate here.
Yeah, MG has to retreat, in my opinion. Rifleman gets forced off from the Flamer Pioneer. MG can't set up, right? Otherwise it's risking to get grenaded.
Oh, he sets up anyway.
Yeah, but he's reinforcing.
Ooh, alright.
That's the reason, boys, why we built our HQ, our building so far out, because then you're able to reinforce here.
Oh, but he might lose this Gren on the
retreat. Oh, the Grenade might go down to the Stewart.
And it does.
Yeah, Kimbo a little bit late there with the attacking and everything. Like, he has 500 manpower on the bank, right? Should not... Things like that should not happen, that he get overrun by a light vehicle, even though he has enough resources in the bank for the tech and for the AT gun from the beginning. But that's probably the main reason, because the engineer wasn't more fighting, or was more being used as a fighting squad than attacking squad.
Yeah. After upgrading with the Flamer, you want to get some use out of that, right?
Yeah. That's the reason also. Austria with Flamer feels so weird for me.
I think it's fine, but against USF, I'm not too sure, because it's not exactly
yeah, but against every other faction,
you
need
right?
the sweeper, right? Soviet sweep, kidney sweeper. Brits, I don't know how often they plant mines.
In the early game, not too often.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. But Soviets, they spam so many mines, and that's really hurting you. 30 ammo down the drain every time you hit a mine. What did I just say? 60, up to 60 manpower down the drain for one mine hit. Something you want to avoid in the long run. Meanwhile, we have Asha picking Urban Assault and calling in a Ranger and upgrading them right away with Thompsons.
This is a pretty solid choice from Asha, I think, after killing that Gren. He knows Kimbo is also going to have to build AT and is going to have to push out the 222, so not enough manpower to also get like a second MG or something like that. So these Rangers should be able to flex their muscles a bit, bully these.
Look at those Grens. Showing off with those Thompsons. They get 3, right? 4 even.
I think so, yeah.
Pretty good, I would say. Should Kimbo rebuild the Grenadier or call in the command squad?
Yeah. I mean, why not call in the JCS, right?
Yeah.
Unless he wants like a sniper
Smoke
or something.
on the way from the Doctrine with cover to cover. Really great utilization of the Doctrine so far. The MG42 has to retreat, otherwise the Thompson Ranger will have a field day there. AT done though, getting maybe 2 shots in against the Stewart. And the Stewart goes down!
Oh my goodness. I think the 222 got just enough frontal pens.
Yeah!
To kill the Stewart.
Grenade on the way. Oh, that will hurt. That was really good. Stuart gets rebuilt by Asha. Not sure if that will be worth it.
Yeah, that's kind of a strange choice in my opinion. Maybe, I guess he just wants to keep up the pressure that he's got going on right now.
Not gonna lie, the tag on this position where it is from Kimbo helped him so much. He was able to keep in this engagement after he took the nade and lost like 5 models, but he was able to reinforce and was able to fight for the cutoff.
It's especially important if you're playing from this spawn because the enemy has actual green cover on your cutoff, so that stone wall. So being able to sit there and brute force him out is important.
Pigran on the field? Ah, no. They have the same announcer for the Pigran. We have the command squad on the field.
Yes.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Kimbo could take up for P4. Not. Maybe. Yeah, he doesn't need anything, right? Once you have the manpower in the bank, you could do that. And we might see a dead Grenadier there, or Rifleman rather, sorry, on the bottom side, going on a hunting mission there.
MG in turn being forced off by the Stewart on the top.
Yeah.
But that one's probably not going to go down, whereas the Rifleman might not be so lucky. My god.
Oh my god!
Bruh.
I would be fuming for hate.
Oh, and is the MG actually going to die? My god. This is not how I expected this to turn out. Yeah, it did.
It did. But
my god, those Rangers, look at that.
Yeah, AT gun moving up. I think.
Oh, he's even gonna try to steal.
Nade it! Nade is out. Keep in mind, those are Panzer Fusilier nades.
It's enough. Oh. Oh, he needs to retreat the Rangers, though.
Oh, he needs. Oh, M222 will get snared.
Okay, so a lot of manpower spent in that assault for Asha.
But also for Kimbo, right?
Yeah.
Like the yeah, command squad lost a lot of models, grenadiers, MG got recruited.
Some nice impact from the second Stewart as well.
Yeah,
He's gonna
grenade,
have to do...
but nothing happens. They get retreated on time. Grenadier has to fall back. A little bit late. Asha, why is Kimbo only starting now to reinforce? He's, in my opinion, a little bit slow there. Like, those squads at the base could have been already on the front line and helping out.
He's prioritizing the tech, I guess.
He had enough for both. He had like 400 or 500 manpower in the bank. He did like both at just, and the tech is less 200 manpower, right?
I'm a little bit concerned about Asha's anti-tank.
Yeah,
P4 is gonna
P4 will hit him
soon.
He needs to take up for captain, right? If you go double Stewart, you have to go for captain. The USF build is completely built so tightly about your resources that losing a light vehicle and rebuilding it can really screw you over. And that's the reason why I'm not sure if going for the Stewart was really necessary. I watched a bit of DefM stream and when he was doing his USF thingy there, USF to top 100, at top 1, right? And he made an interesting point about USF. He even suggested to going for no light vehicle for USF when you are behind, because you are behind, and if you go for light vehicle, you will lose the medium tank race, and that will cost you more issues than that surviving in the mid game when you go for light vehicle. You know?
Yeah, that's a fair point. That's true. Especially since none of the USF light vehicles can really hold up to mediums.
Yeah. Oh, Ranger
like,
might go down? No.
The AC. Oh, nice grenade in on the fuel from the Rifleman.
Yeah.
But they're too low to finish off the Gren.
But we have two boys sprinting into the sickle of it. That if he needs chase 0.9 moving accuracy modifier on the G43s, that's it, that Rifleman.
Oh boy.
The wipe that he should got off earlier has now happened.
Even this one in danger now.
Yeah,
if
he has to retreat. Nate goes off. Kimbo has enough fuel at least for P4. Nice retreat, Nate, but timing was not good.
Yeah, the angle was a bit tricky for him too.
Not snaring the steward. Kimbo needs to build to tier 3. Or is he playing for a tier 4? Now he's building a new engineer, so he wants to keep his flamethrower engineer on the front line. But it looks really good for Kimbo at the moment.
Asha going straight for Major. I suppose he's not that far away from the Sherman.
Yeah, but just because Kimbo is a little bit sloppy there with his teching priority, right?
Yeah.
The P4 could have been on the field already.
Yeah, building the second Pioneer. It's gonna delay
Stewart gets picked off.
Oh no.
Look how much damage the Thompsons do to the 222. Some would say the Thompsons are a counter to the 222 camper.
Seem to be doing a pretty decent job there.
Yeah. Tier 3 now coming up.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
The VP control though from Asha was really decent during the whole game. Keeping a long time for triple cap, but I think those times are now over. Since all grenadiers now have G4, G3s and they're just moving around.
Yeah, not having enough manpower for a 50 cal is so painful here. Can't zone out this massive G43 blob that's just clapping models.
Yeah, but keep in mind 50 cals can also be easily overrun by the G43 blob, right? Like if you're not set up already,
yeah,
you get death looped. Asha's really lucky that Kimbo was a little bit sloppy there with his teching. That he actually made it happen to survive without the captain tech and being greedy and going for Major.
He actually has enough to go for the P4.
Does he have Zeus unlocked? No. Rex.
No, he's got no AT unlocked.
The thing is, it's not really manpower efficient, and you can argue that's not really good. But Rangers can get triple Zook, right? And they get the elite Zook, so they actually are really good against medium tanks.
Yeah, unfortunately he can't really spare the munis.
Yeah, that's also a problem.
But anything really to get them. But if you get lucky, they can 2-volley a medium.
Yeah, they're really good. I was surprised a few times from them. Suddenly my P4 is really low from a squad which I thought would be easily fought off by the P4. German on the way as will hit a few seconds later than the P4. And how it looks like being really paid off in the end for Asha, not going for captain.
Yeah, Kimbo definitely still with the more complete army though, at least infantry-wise.
The Rangers are getting base inspections as expected. Ooh, he will go down. Will he commit? Surely he will, right? Look how much damage the Thompsons did.
Oh my god, and the base MGs too.
Yeah.
Jesus. Alright, okay.
Shabado on the field. But he'll picking off 200 manpower, I think, 250. Ah, he has the bulletin that the ambulance is cheaper. 237 and 9 fuel.
I mean, it's not really that great of a trade for Kimbo because he managed to save the medics, Asha. So.
Yeah, he does need the ambulance. But P4 now on the field. And Reaclon might go down. Nope. Oh, the long range hit. Holy smokes, I was not expecting this.
Never doubt the ability of G43s to clap retreating units. Oh my god! Did he just hit his own mine?
That was his own Taylor mine.
Yeah. Oh no.
Kids, what do we learn today? Don't drive over your own mines.
Dude, that timing was. This is the worst timeline, dude.
Oh
The shot
man.
connecting just as he's backing around the corner over his own teller mine. Oh my god.
The problem though is
Jesus.
Asha has actually the bulldozer upgrade on the Sherman, which makes it really tanky.
My goodness. Although he was floating fuel for such a long time.
Yeah,
he
he can
just
afford the
manpower
new
crunched
P4
it.
right away, but two P4s are better
Yeah,
than one
exactly.
P4, right?
Mhm.
Especially the bulldozer Sherman is no joke.
Yeah, P4 does struggle a bit against the dozer blade.
Yeah.
I think it has, I want to say like 210 armor, somewhere in that neighborhood.
I don't know the numbers, since I don't know any numbers. But throwing it away like this won't help either.
That's fine. This massive sight blocker will save him.
Yeah, MG got outrun by the Rangers. AT gun has to fall back, full retreat there from Kimbo. Grenadiers are not fully reinforced.
We are losing a sector.
Yeah,
Nice counterattack from Asha.
the nade exchanges there.
Mhm.
Capture point is under attack.
Yeah, the counterattack went really well there from Asha. Kimbo now has to reinforce. I have the feeling when you play G43s you lose more manpower because you want to close in, right? Like you win, but you lose more models per win, I would say,
Naturally.
and then you bleed a little bit.
But when you're ahead, it can be alright though. I mean, you saw how nasty that G43
Yeah,
was.
I don't. I
Absolutely
would say
nothing
it
to
was
counter it.
worth it, but compared to LMGs,
Yeah, I mean, LMGs are better for the long haul, I guess.
The capture point is under
Sherman now repaired.
But I mean, in this scenario, when you're just fighting like unupgraded riflemen, it's fine, TBH.
And yeah, it's looking tough at the moment for OP4. Might get the kill there. Oh, he gets the snare shot off from the AT gun.
Nice target weak point.
Misses the shot.
He's kind of backing up in an awkward direction. Though.
Where should he go?
Yeah, he can't really go anywhere, really.
Like-
There goes.
Sherman goes down.
Dozer. And that's probably also
Game.
Asha's hopes of winning this
Yeah,
game.
Lieutenant goes down, Captain on the field.
lost an infantry unit.
AT gun gets
They
killed.
got wiped out. We're losing a capture point.
This is the kind of scenario where you really feel the struggle of not having an AT gun
Yeah.
while fighting your opponent's medium.
AT gun ready.
AT gun on the field from Archer. The problem is, the thing that I told you will happen, no weapon upgrades on the rifleman.
Mm-hmm. I think ultimately it was that that G43 blob that
Yeah, he was not able to
Secured
deal
this.
with it.
for Kimbo.
Major Tom will get wiped. No law for Major Tom.
Being overrun.
There never is.
Lost an infantry unit. They got wiped out.
That one unit you're never excited to see when it gets wiped. Because it's just Major Tom.
Germans just cut off our supply lines.
I mean, it is a pretty decent utility. You know? I
It
think
has a
got
lot of
sight.
utility.
It got sight in the last patch, right?
Yeah, but overall also the abilities are really good.
Yeah.
But
That 3 major is very nice to have.
yeah, AT will get recruit.
We lost an anti-tank gun.
Asha tries to save his AT gun, but no chance.
Yeah, Soul unvetted M1 is just not going to do much in this kind of scenario.
Yeah.
Looks like he's still in it for now.
Yeah. But barely hanging in. Second P4 on the way. Asha. No fuel control. No map control. No infantry. He has 27 pop cap. And the Vet Zero captain.
Points are down to 300.
No offense, but I think a Vet Zero captain won't win him the war against Vet 3 G43 Grenadiers.
Well, he's gonna damn well try.
Yes.
Oh, are the Rangers just gonna... Oh, he must have dropped this
Yeah,
point
it's dropped,
already,
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, captain is moving. Or was it an old movement order? Must be an old movement order. Yeah, here we go. And that was game number 4. It's 2-2 now. Let's see if it's true.
We are losing a sector.
But Kimbo's also not moving anymore, so he won the game probably. Let's speed it up to confirm it.
This is awkward.
That's weird.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Nah, no, the game realized it.
Hey, there we go. Jesus.
The game was over, Mr. Dudu. Asha dropped earlier, but because sometimes the game always takes a long time to realize, oh, the player dropped. The game can be over.